Welcome to the Lean In podcast, where we talk about everything from health, wellness, business, and all of the personal things.
But before we do, we need a little disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. It is not intended for personalized medical advice.
All right, let's get into it, girl. What are we talking about today?
We are talking all about fun and how social media and this just, I guess, rise of perfectionism in regards to wellness is ruining fun.
We're over optimizing life. I'm just going to say it.
We are just trying to be the healthiest that we can be, but we are taking the fun out of life in doing it.
Yeah. So I guess we wanted to kind of talk about this topic because I personally feel like you and I have a really good balance of health, wellness, but also having fun. I think we have found that really nice flow of not being perfectionists, but still having some really good foundations and fundamentals that we live by. But, you know, we can still let loose.
Nice to go for that run, take your supplements, but also so good to go and have the wine with the girls and eat the hot chippies.
Absolutely.
50-50, all about balance.
It's all about balance. Yeah, I'm literally 50-50, I think.
Tell me, Erin, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what is your idea of fun?
Yeah, okay. So I feel like, and this would be something that I've come into a little bit probably more recently. I find that I used to be very strict. Like, I could not sway from my routine.
What was your routine?
Oh my
Run
God,
us through it.
I would have to wake up every Saturday and like I would train every single day. Like that's a non-negotiable. It's every single day. No junk food, no drinking. Like could not drink. I mean, I'm not a big drinker now, but like I wouldn't have anything to drink. It was just living for the next day of like, all right, back into it. It was like
routine.
Whereas now I find that I'm just living for the weekends in the sense that I love just like last weekend, Jack and I went to Sydney. We went to a concert. We went for drinks. We had a night. Like it was so fun. I'm like, all right, go back to work on Monday and I'm back to Pilates Princess. Like I love having that sort of two personalities. I'm a Gemini. I can't help it.
Love
but
that.
I find that, yeah, just having nice things to do on the weekend have been so nice. I know that sounds really simple, but you know, going away camping and just going out for dinners. And that to me a few years ago would have been like, no, I need to, like once a month we can do something like blow out a little bit. But now I'm just like, no, I'm gonna do what I want on the weekends and I'm gonna eat out.
I wonder if it's an age thing because I used to be the exact same where I'd often say no to drinking events because I knew that alcohol would affect my sleep quality and I was obsessed with tracking my sleep on my Garmin. So I'd often say no to different social things because I wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock so I could get that good sleep score.
Yep.
I'm like, make that make sense because then you miss out on these really fun moments with your friends.
We need to get back to the clubs.
Yes.
We need to get back to the friggin' clubs. Okay?
It's actually funny you say that because I've had 2 hens parties this year that have been clubbing in Surfers Paradise and they were so freaking fun.
Yeah.
Like one of those nights were like one of the best nights I've ever had out and it was literally in Surfers Paradise.
Yep. I'm probably not going to the clubs. My back's sore. I can't really heal. Like whatever.
I'm tired.
But I think also that when we talk about the over optimization of life, having that routine and hitting your sleep score, hitting your protein, all those things are great. But when you let it consume your life, I feel like we as a population are becoming less happy because we are just controlling every portion of our life and it doesn't leave any room for spontaneity. Like Jack and I had this really fun weekend a few weeks ago where we went to a gig in Bruns and we both had to drive our cars there. So like, all right, well, we're just going to go and then we'll drive home. Like we'll have a cruisy night. Had that first sip of a margarita. I was like,
we are on.
My car is staying here.
The car is staying for
we'll
a sleepover.
Figure that out another day. I don't care. We're locking in. And we had the funnest night.
Oh, I
because
love
we're just
that.
like, oh, whatever. Like we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And not saying you have to drink margaritas every single weekend, but it's so nice to just have that relaxed approach. I think you got to think about health and wellness and fitness and all of these things as a long-term, as longevity. And you cannot just be going till the wheels fall off with fitness because you're gonna fly into the sun and it's gonna explode. Like you just cannot have your foot on the pedal that hard all the time.
And I feel like too with social media, obviously people are really posting their routine. So it does really drive that like perfect health routine. But I think sometimes we forget about how much connection also helps to improve our longevity.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of research has shown that often when you're going to like these really beautiful dinners with all your friends and you're sharing food and like you're having a couple of drinks and you've got that connection and laughter, it's actually so important for your longevity. Don't get me wrong, waking up early, going for that run, feeling fresh is also important. But I think too, it's just nice to have the balance of the both.
100%. I think it's also nice to work through seasons as well. So I trained for a marathon not too long ago, and the reality is when you are training for an event like that, you can't really go out on weekends.
You are locked in.
I was locked in. I couldn't be just having spontaneous nights out. I could, but it wasn't going to go well for me. So
when you're running that 30 kilometers, you're just head noise the whole way.
Like, oh shit. But yeah, I just knew, okay, 16-week training program, training block. This is going to be my life for these few weeks. And then we'll come out of it and then you can go back into a little bit more relaxed. So you can have those periods of time where you are locked into a bit of a routine, and there's nothing wrong with that. But do you want to do that for 52 weeks of the year?
Absolutely
Hell
not.
no.
And I think too,
that.
you can then find different ways of connecting with your friends. So rather than going out and having a wine, you might message them and ask to go for that morning walk. So you're still getting that connection minus the alcohol. Or you might invite them over to do a craft night, or you might watch a movie together, and just having that different form of connection that still feels that void, but you're still going to feel fresh for your training.
Yeah. I think I'm guilty of it. I was wearing a tracking ring and I was so obsessed. I'd wake up every morning and look at my sleep score, and I would only go off what the score told me. If I felt like shit, it was because I didn't sleep good. Or if I slept well, I feel good. And I was so tied up in what the data was telling me that I couldn't just sit there and be like, hey, I slept good, I feel good. You're so caught up in
what that score,
analyzing this data. It's like we're analyzing ourselves into the ground. It's just like
gets a bit exhausting.
Have some intuition of how you're feeling.
I went through a phase with my sleep score on my watch as well, which I don't actually wear it to bed, because sometimes when I do put it on over nighttime, I almost get a little bit of anxiety towards sleep, where I'm like, oh, I want to have a really good night's sleep because it's tracking my score. And I went through this phase of trialing different supplements to see how it influenced my sleep score, and like even trialing different routines. So like I'd have a sauna over nighttime and then see what that would do to my sleep score. I'd take magnesium before bed, see what it would do. I'm like, okay, I'm hyperfixating on my freaking sleep score. I need to stop wearing this to bed.
Yeah, it gets a little bit obsessive.
This is unwell.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a place for it, especially like I know my ring had the capability of tracking my cycle and things like that. But
yeah, that is handy with that temperature rise. Then that way you know when your fertile window's open.
Yeah.
But I think it's about having that healthy relationship with these tracking methods.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, because it's kind of fun.
It is a bit
like
fun.
when I ask clients in clinic, like, oh, how is your sleep? And they go, oh, I track it. I'm like, oh, give me the data.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm like hooked.
Yeah. And we do like data girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's definitely, you got to know when to like relax on it a little bit. But I think if we look at probably our world, you know, being on social media, the rise of perfectionism is here, and it's very in our face. And I think some people can feel like in a way it might be just way too unachievable. Like, okay, being healthy and being fit just feels like way too hard. I'm so far away from that. I'm not even going to try. So it just feels like this world that they can't even access because it just feels like so perfect. How
I
can
don't
it
know
ever be
if
like
this
that?
comes through your algorithm, but sometimes I see girls' morning routines. I think it's mainly like American girls, like it's not girls that I know who they are. And they're doing like so many steps. Like they're sleeping in their sleep masks. They've got these tummy patches on that they're peeling off. They've got like some heatless curlers. And I'm just thinking like, holy fuck. It's like a 20-step morning routine. She's peeling off her mouth tape.
And I'm watching them.
Yeah, same. I'm hooked. But I'm just thinking that is so intense. So I guess some people will probably think it's all or nothing. And I don't have time in the morning to do that. So I'm going to do nothing at all.
Hey, you can have a 5-step routine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think we've got to like, hang on a minute. Let's just recalibrate here and think about what can I actually implement, especially if you are wanting to step more into the wellness space and think about how you can take care of yourself better and how you can have a better routine. I think you just have to start slow. Like you don't need to go from doing nothing to then having a 20-step routine and then be like, oh, I can't maintain this.
Doing
so I
it
think,
all.
Just start small. Focus on like
your
things.
morning routine?
Oh, my morning routine's so
Run
simple.
us through it.
I wake
Start
up
to finish. What time do you normally wake up?
Well, let's just say it's a normal day without teaching. I will wake up at around like 5:30, because I usually I'm training in the afternoons at the moment. So I usually wake up and have some water. I'm really bad at drinking water, so I make sure I have water before I have coffee, just not dehydrated
I need
and then
to
having
hydrate.
caffeine.
How much water do you drink in a day?
On a good day, I'll drink 2 liters. I'm
That is
shocking.
naughty.
I'm shocking
I'm like a
with
freaking
water.
camel. I'm always so thirsty.
I know. Do not take my advice on water drinkers. I'm bad.
Naughty, naughty.
So yeah, trying to drink lots of water, but I try and have water as soon as I wake up, just so that I'm, kickstarting that mental routine. And then I'll go and have a coffee with Jack. We'll have a little, like, he's getting ready for work, and I like to we were talking about how much we love like those slow little mornings together. And we're like, what are you looking forward to today? Or like just having that little bit of time in the morning, just so that you're like starting your day off positive. And then I'll take the dogs for a walk. I'll come back. I will get ready for work, and then I'll have breakfast, do my skincare, things like that. And I'll usually listen to a podcast
love
while I'm
that.
getting ready. I love listening to a podcast while I'm getting ready for work.
Yeah, that's
but it's
so
super
nice.
simple.
What's your current breakfast rotations? Like, what do you normally have for brekkie?
Well, I've been copying you. So I've been having my little scrambled eggs with cottage cheese.
Yum.
A bit of hot honey on top.
Oh my God, I love hot honey.
It's so nice. It's easy. It's quick. Yeah. Or I have like a chia pod thing.
Yeah, love that, babe. So good.
Yeah. What's your morning routine?
I usually wake up at around about 5:30, sometimes 6. It
I
just
know,
really
because we always text each other.
Yeah, so
Good
true.
morning,
We're like, good morning, we're excited about the
podcast.
Yeah, it really just depends. Like, I don't have a set time that I wake up. I'll kind of just see what time I go to bed that night and then see how I feel in the morning. Sometimes I might even snooze my alarm a little bit. I'll usually either take Wilma for a walk, or I'll go and do a hot Pilates class, which is so nice. And then I'll come home, have my brekkie, get ready, go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice little routine.
I think morning routines are just
sets
so
you up
precious.
for the day.
They're so precious. I love them.
Yeah.
I love having and I didn't have them for so long. I think I was talking to you about this because I used to wake up
so early.
But now I'm like, it's so nice to have a morning routine. My morning routine was like fly out the door as fast as you can get out the door.
Literally need to be at work at like 5 a.m. when you were teaching in the mornings.
So it is nice to have a morning routine. And I think, but I do it more because it feels nice. I don't feel like it's it's a chore that I have to do.
Yeah.
I try to like keep it very simple so it feels manageable, and it does feel like it's actually adding to your day, not stressing you out because you're trying to keep up with
too many steps.
This idea of what you think is
actually
perfect.
Something I have been doing in my morning routine. It's kind of like a gua sha, but it's got these little like bristles on it, and like you just like stimulates your lymphatic system, because I find my eyes can get so puffy under here, and when I'm doing it, I can literally feel like everything draining. And then I do this. Like my jaw and stuff like that too. I just got it off Amazon. It's like literally $10. Okay. Maybe we'll have to post it on the stories.
Okay, we need that. Yes.
Yeah, it is so good. Yeah, just so nice for making the jawline nice and snatched.
Love it. I've also been doing the lymphatic hops, like 50 little hops.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Are we listening to ourselves?
But I've got a vibration plate.
You just do 50 little hops. If you don't have a vibration plate, just do little hops. It's great for you.
Oh my God, can you please film it?
Yeah, I will.
I
we'll
need a visual on this.
Yeah. But no, I think, definitely there's a place to a morning routine. It's so helpful. But I think, you got to remind yourself why you're doing it. Are you trying to keep up with this idea that you think is optimizing your life? There's reasons why we do optimize our lives and, have hacks and things like that. But it's also okay to just,
just be and enjoy life and have fun and have that balance.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. If you want a margie on a Friday night,
or
if you want to go for a sauna and sleep, it's okay. Like you got to understand when to like lean into different
And I think too,
routines.
It's about identifying what is fun for you as well. And like even where you're at. I know when I was really busy with work and I was like living in a share house, the girls were quite social and would often have house parties. And I remember there'd be times where I'd be like feeling anxious because I'm like, I don't want to be up until like 1 a.m. Like, yes, it's kind of fun for a bit, but there's also a limit. Like when you've got huge work weeks, I feel as though it's just about like choosing what feels fun for you at that time.
Yeah, totally.
And like fun for you may be different to fun for someone else.
Yeah. I think as well, like probably the Gold Coast is the mecca of health and wellness.
God, the mecca, literally love that, or the Bunnings.
Yeah. It's like this is where health and wellness is like bursting at the seams, So
I mean, look at all the run clubs.
It's wild. And even just seeing that transformation when I first moved here to seeing it now, like I think it's so great that we are really prioritizing health, especially in our younger years. I work at a studio that I teach a lot more of an older demographic now, and I see people coming in trying to get more into weight training and strength training and start to implement all of these new health and wellness routines into their life, because like, and they say to me, I wish I'd started this when when I was your age and things like that. So I think it is so amazing that we're taking it so seriously at a younger age. You know, we probably grew up in a bit more of a binge drinking era. It was very different for us in our 20s. Whereas people are now, instead of going to the club, they go into run club.
Yes,
it's
so
great.
True.
You know?
I mean, I used to love having a night out when I was younger.
Yeah. But I do think it is, we got to have that balance, because
I also think too, when you're younger, you just don't even think of the consequences of being hungover. Like I could not tell you a time I was hungover in my early 20s. It just didn't happen.
I've got infinite energy now. I'm like, I'm
2
not
margaritas, you wake up in the morning, you're checking your pulse. Like, am I okay?
Am I alive right now? Is this a dream? Yeah, it definitely hits you hard and fast, and then you just randomly have a sore back for no reason. Like, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I think we probably are in a era of social media and things like that where we are just really over optimizing our life to the point where there's no room for spontaneity. That connection that we're finding with people that felt so organic, and you just like rock up to your friend's house, like, what are we doing? I feel like, we're so routined and rigid in a lot of ways that it is nice to have that freedom to be like, all right, all my hard work is not undone. It's okay if I want to have a little bit of fun. 80% of the time I'm locked in. So I think it is really helpful to just take a step back and, like you said, find what makes you happy and what routine you feel like you can balance and will sustain you for years to come.
I agree. Tell me, Em, what are you leaning into?
What am I leaning into? Camping.
Oh,
I know. I'm really back into camping at the moment.
Do you guys have a rooftop tent, or are we swagging?
We don't have a Taj Mahal.
We don't have a Taj Mahal.
You know what's so nice is we have one of those King Daddy swags. Like, it's a double swag tent.
They're actually so
we get
comfortable.
The dogs in there. We sleep. It's so nice.
The fam is just locked in.
We're in there. It's so nice, because I haven't been camping in a while, but we've done a few trips lately. It's just been so nice to just touch some grass, get back to nature, if you will. And it's been, it's been so fun. Food
always tastes so much better when you're camping as well.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't cook. Jack is the head chef in the house, but you're
just the sous chef.
His camping cook-ups are just unreal. We're going camping this weekend, so I don't know when this episode will go live, but I'll give you the rundown on.
I
what
love
we get
that.
to
Oh
eat.
my gosh, we have to do like a swipe across of Jack's meals while camping,
what I get to eat.
and rating them on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, because we booked this trip to go camping at Stratty, and it's like 2 weeks out, and he's like, what are you keen to eat? I was like, I don't know. Like, he's already thinking about it. He's like, okay, this is what we're gonna have on Friday night, and like, he's so into it.
Oh my gosh, I love
really
that. Cute. I feel like the story of him, I can't remember what it was that he hunted and cooked, but then when you were eating it, he kept asking you if you were liking it, and you're like, wait, why are you asking me like if I'm liking it? What animal was that? That story lives in my head rent free.
He does bow hunting, and he got a deer, and it's a whole thing, and I don't love it, but I'll do it for him. I'm like,
Jack, block your ears.
It's a whole thing. But
oh my God, that's funny.
What are you leaning into?
I am leaning into a good brushing routine with Wilma. So I recently took her to the groomer, and the groomer had some words with me saying that I need to bring her in more regularly. Yeah. So I'm trying to get into a good brushing routine of brushing her a few times in the week.
Yeah, good.
Now, me and Wilma actually share the same hairbrush, which I think some people would think quite gross, but I feel like she's literally a human. She's a little princess.
You need to post the photo you sent me of her after her groom, and she just looked like a little doll.
She's so cute. I will.
Oh, so cute. All right, leaning into camping and grooming our dogs. You heard it here first, guys.
We love that.
Groundbreaking. All right, well, thank you so much for listening to us today, guys. Let us know how you are having fun and what you're doing for fun, and how you're breaking out of that over optimization of life. Or what is your morning routine? We want 5 steps maximum. That's it.
Yeah, no more than 5 girls. No more. Thanks for listening.